right. Welcome to the Deep Thoughts podcast, episode 24. I'm your host slash co-host Blake, and I'm with my other co-host Zach. How you doing?
I'm doing swell.
That's good. We also have a guest this episode in honor of National Siblings Day. We have my brother Brady. How you doing, Brady?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing
They're going to be like, in honor of National Siblings Day, I have my Uncle Dave here.
In this place, we got his brother.
You fit him into the schedule.
Yes, it's a pretty exciting day for the Moore household with the Moore Bros. So glad to have you on the show.
I'm glad to be here. Finally, after 24 or 23 episodes, I get to have a chance to talk on it.
You had your chance, but you didn't, take advantage back in the Frank episode.
We're going to find out I had him muted the whole time.
Yeah, probably.
All right,
they're all in the same room.
All right, so
yeah,
how's everybody's lifestyle changed the last couple of weeks?
What do you mean? Nothing's going on in the world. What do you mean, Zach?
Well, I mean, Red Robin's out of my life, so what else is there?
So what we failed to mention last episode is that the coronavirus is in full swing. So nothing's really changed in my life. I didn't really go outside anyways, like all the other gamers say.
All the other gamers. That's the only thing that this thing affects.
Pretty much. Well, fucking everybody's like, "Oh, I never went outside in the first place, so this is totally fine." LOL. I'm just like, okay, well, it still kind of sucks.
It's like I still go out sometimes.
Yeah.
What about you, Brady? Has your life changed?
I guess I'd say a little bit. I was studying for my master's outside of the country. Now I'm back home living.
Oh, geez, you cut out a little bit. Where were you? Where were you studying, bro?
I was studying in Scotland.
Scotland. Wow. So far away across the pond.
Man. You said you were going to come visit too. You never did. Very sad.
I didn't say I was going to come visit Scotland. Fucking liar. Fuck that place. USA. All right.
I only go to countries that speak English.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak English. Sometimes I don't know what they're saying, but it's English.
It's like going to Texas. It's like the South.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, there's a girl that lived with me that was from Texas. She didn't even have an accent, though, which is kind of weird. She just said y'all.
Should have had her on the podcast. All right, what's the first topic you want to talk about? I've got a couple.
I kind of had something.
Go ahead.
Did you guys collect anything when you were younger, or have like a favorite toy?
Oh gosh,
Nick still has all of his toys.
What?
Nick still has all of his toys.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. There's so many of my toys that are gone. I don't know what happened. Once I got to so I used to do like a bunch of little action figure battles while I was growing up and stuff, and those are super fun. I had some nice Power Ranger action figures and such. But I got to a point in like 4th or 5th grade where I would just start like cutting shit off my toys. I'd just tear them apart, and I don't know why. It just kind of it was just satisfying for me. I had these little plastic Codename Kids Next Door little dolls, and I would cut their legs off and their noses off and shit, and I would just basically just ruin them, and I really don't know why, and I feel really bad now looking back on it. So yeah, those are probably my favorite toys growing up. Were those ones that I cut all the pieces off of.
I had hundreds and hundreds of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, and these just big buckets. And I'll just take all of them out and just park them and drive them around the. Remember those little rugs that had a town on it?
Oh yeah, we love those rugs.
Yeah, that was my favorite place.
I think.
I
mean, we had quite a bit of toys. Me and Blake growing up, we always played with them a lot. For what I still have now, I still have all the Pokemon cards that we had growing up, and then
right, we're just talking about
old
this.
Football cords. Yeah,
cords.
Cards.
Have you actually looked? Have you looked up?
I've got this Adrian Peterson HDMI cord.
Pretty nice, actually. It's starting to slow down. No, we actually have one card that's kind of pretty good. It's the Jerry Rice rookie card. I looked up; it's actually worth quite a bit. But on eBay, you can buy it for $30. So I don't really know.
It's worth for like what, $15,000, but only $30 on eBay.
Yeah, supposedly. Stupid.
Yeah,
Same with the Pokemon card.
I just found like a bunch of binders because I used to collect tons of baseball cards, and there's like a bunch of cards from like the 80s and stuff. And I had like a pricing guide at one point just to see how much they're worth. And I think most cards like were not worth much, like 5 to 15 cents. But I started looking some up on this one like pricing guide online, and like each card now is worth like $2 to $7. So I probably have like $10,000 in just baseball cards.
Jeez, Zach. Why don't you sell that and support the pod?
It's totally
get some merch.
Yeah.
I just spend it all on merch.
Yeah, speaking of, we have merchandise now.
Where's the Deep Thoughts baseball cards?
Oh yeah, that'd be so cool.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Just has your IMDb picture on it.
Yeah, the amount of times
for all those
you've
fans out
been
there,
on the podcast.
Yeah, so for all those fans out there wanting some Deep Thoughts podcast merch, you can go to teespring.com and look up the Deep Thoughts Market. I don't know if it'll even pop up for the search because I've tried and it hasn't popped up for me. Or you can go to Instagram and go to the link in our bio, and that would be a much easier way to get some merch. I'm sure ours will be coming shortly, and we'll be posting about it on our Instagram page. So
you probably won't get it for a while because
it's supposed to come like today. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. There must be like a shortage of UPS drivers.
It's just a fake website.
Yeah,
doesn't they're just taking your money.
Yeah, probably.
I got something. I got a sticker because it was just it came in a regular envelope. So I did get something, but everything else is kind of on the back burner.
So Zach, for your question about collecting stuff when you're a kid, I remember one year I started collecting quarters from different states because I thought that was a cool thing for some reason. Yeah, we did that for a while, and then like one Christmas we got like 3 full sets of all the states of the quarters, and that kind of ruined it. It was cool about just finding them randomly instead of just like, hey, you got all of them now. Oh, cool. Now what?
Yeah.
I wonder how much this would go for. More than 25 cents.
Oh, no.
Let's think 50 times 25 cents.
It's kind of funny, like they still have those infomercials on TV where it's like, buy this gold buffalo coin right now, and it's like, and those commercials are always those commercials are always like 30 minutes. Like they just never go. Like how many times can I watch this coin rotate?
0.99999% gold this time. So much gold.
Yeah, I think my dad was into collecting coins for a while. I don't know if he still is. He was also like. And he was also buying silver and gold. I don't know if he still has it. It might be a good idea to have some of that right now.
Yeah, seriously. Gold's to the roof.
Yeah. But like my schedule, it's just like kind of wake up. I'm getting a new job, so like I'm not really doing much. Just like 1 or 2 days a week of like training for 4 hours a day. So I'm just like waking up, just going on my phone, and then just going on a walk, and then going to bed. That's pretty much all I'm doing.
That's the dream.
Yeah, it's kind of a nightmare.
Yeah, I only work 1 day a week now, so my days are pretty empty. But I've been kind of doing that for the last few months now.
Making mixed drinks at 2 p.m.
It's
kind of a boring day.
But it's fucking midday, sunny out, nice weather, and I was like, oh, maybe I should go for a run. And then I just started drinking, and I was like, oh, well, it's gonna be a long day. So here I am.
I know. I was right before we started the Discord server. I was starting to watch Monsters University, Blake. On Disney Plus.
The best Pixar movie.
I'm like 45 minutes in, and it is very good.
Oh my goodness! I was watching.
I'm starting to become a believer. No, I didn't finish because I didn't have enough time before we started the Discord call.
Oh my gosh!
I've been watching YouTube videos that like talk about animated movies in depthly and stuff, and like that one about downsizing and shit. And I watched this Pixar.
Was the guy's channel, right?
Yeah, and then I found another one where it's like, oh, ranking all the Pixar movies. And I was like, okay, I'll check this out. And then it had Cars 2 like last. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then at number fucking 21 is Monster University, and I just immediately clicked off. And they're like, "This is a mediocre film." I'm like, "Fuck you! It's a good ass movie." It's not. I mean, obviously, it's not like the best. Like, I don't know, as story wise, and like I mean, the animation's pretty good. But just for me, I think it's the best, and it's at least like it's not fucking 21st. I feel like it's at least like top 15 out of 22. Like, come on, that's got to be at least something.
It has a decent story
I'm
though
actually
too.
really enjoying it.
Like, I don't know. You see all the people in like the previous movie and stuff too. That's actually enjoyable.
Exactly, it's great continuity.
Yeah, so tune in next year, everybody, when I finally give my final review once I finish the movie.
Yeah.
Give you something to look forward to.
I watched a minute of the movie every single day.
One thing I've been noticing more when I'm like watching or animated movies or like playing games is like how much time it probably took just to make like one scene.
Oh my gosh!
It kind of gives me anxiety just thinking about it. Like that's probably so much
seriously.
work for like that 1 second shot that someone probably was looking at their phone during.
That's just how it is. Like watching YouTube videos now, it's where they make like these random cuts and like joke animation things, and it's just like, oh my god, like all these like things where I'm just like, I don't even know how to.
I get like anxious thinking about like all the time it took to do it.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know how to like record myself for like 30 minutes straight with no editing and even put it on the internet. Like I don't even know how to do that. Like nonetheless, fucking editing it and adding
I don't
jokes
even know what
and like
program
random shit.
to use.
Yeah, seriously. So weird.
See, like the movie Zootopia, I saw a thing about like how they did the animation, and each like animal had like its own specific type of fur. So like for like the little hamsters that were walking, they had to do like 1,000 different hairs for like one single hamster. It just seemed ridiculous.
How would you like to be that guy? That's just like his whole life going into work and just animating hairs on a squirrel.
So what have you been doing lately, Jim? Oh man, my days have been pretty rock solid full. I mean, I don't really have much free time. I've been animating the hamster's fur on Zootopia.
Yeah, so you better tune in at the 118th minute of the movie because that's my handiwork.
Yeah, exactly.
They're in it for like 5 seconds and that's it.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think they're getting stuff streamlined. Like I know a lot of like people for games, they use like photography. Like they'll take actual pictures and then like kind of feed it through a system, and then it kind of animates it or puts it in like a digital space. I don't know. It's they use photography more just like real life stuff, if that's what they're going for, and then that kind of helps them, I think, instead of having to hand animate everything.
Just fucking 5 seconds of dead silence. We could that's good for the podcast. So yesterday I decided to go for a run. Because have you guys ever heard of geocaching?
No.
Yeah, so basically geocaching, you can get the app and you can find little boxes, like little treasure things that you can like find. It's like they're like hidden kind of, and they have just like little knickknacks and stuff, and you can like write your name in them, just say like when you found it. And so I was like, oh, I'll go geocaching, go for a little run, and try to find the little box.
It's on like an app?
Yeah, and then but it's like a physical box that people hide like under some, like in like a bush or some shit, and then like you open it and it has like little, I don't know, buttons. Like you can just like leave something in there and like take something and just like, I don't know, it's just kind of a fun little thing to do for like hiking families and stuff. So I was like,
did you wear gloves, Blake, when you touched that?
Oh, I didn't fucking fight it. So I ran. I did a jog / run for like 0.6 miles to go to it. And then I ended up running past it because it was in like a little forest area, and it was supposed to just be like right off this little parking lot area. But I ran past it, so I was like on this main road, and then I was like, oh shit, I went past it because I checked my phone, and then right next to me, instead of like going back and going the main way, there was like this little hill with like a bunch of like weeds and like shit in between it, and I was like, oh, I'll just walk through this and then climb up this hill. And so I stepped in the little valley, and I just like my foot instantly sunk in and got all wet, and I was like, oh fuck. And so I like stepped with both my feet and finally got out, and then like both my legs and fucking shoes were just covered in mud, and I was like, motherfucker. And so I was just walking around for a little bit longer, and I just couldn't find it, and I was just like so sad. And so I just called Kara, my girlfriend, and then she came and picked me up. It was a very sad time.
Bring some pants.
Yeah, so that's how my day went. And then I showered, and the fucking tub was all fucking covered in mud, and I had to clean it. It was awful.
Do you think Pokemon Go is gonna like skyrocket in popularity again?
That'd be cool. I mean, I don't think it will, but
Yeah,
maybe.
because then
Some
you can't
people
really do it
still
with
play it.
people. Yeah, I know some people I would see people play it like when I was at work, and like they would come up to like the register or something, and they'd just have it up on their phone, and it would always be like people in their like 50s, like it was never young people.
I like that.
That's funny.
I
It's
think I
probably
remember
more fun to play now.
probably,
Yeah,
but
seriously.
I was like working the register, and then some old lady came through, and she's like, "You got a lot of Pokebats in your store."
Ew, you should have punched her.
I should have maced her.
Wrong generation, lady.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer, while you're just beating the shit out of her.
This is what the new gen is gonna do to you.
Yeah, exactly. We'll kill you.
So, Brady, I had a question for you.
Ooh.
So we've been playing a lot of Halo lately. So, have you played every Halo campaign that there is?
I think I have. I don't know if I played the first Halo. I can't really remember, but I definitely remember beating the Halo 2, 3, ODST, Reach, 4, and 5. So, and Halo Wars. I did play Halo Wars too. I just can't remember the first Halo.
Oh, Halo Combat. It's pretty fun. I actually just beat it like 2 days ago. I played through it again.
Oh, you go against the Arbiter at the end, don't you?
No, he doesn't show up until Halo 2.
Oh, I beat in the first Halo because when me and Mason, freshman year in the dorms, we got the Master Chief Collection, and the first night we played the Halo campaign. Yeah, I beat them all. Never mind.
No, well.
Okay. So I was gonna say, what was like your least favorite, and which one was your favorite that you remember playing?
All right. Well, for me personally, I'd say Halo 3 is my favorite because that's the one I started on, and I always played that like constantly because I played that before online, like going against people, multiplayer was a thing. So we just played that over and over again. So I really enjoyed that one. Least favorite would probably be ODST. If you ever played that one, it's just dark constantly. I don't know.
You
the
know,
guns are kind of weird.
I replayed it like fairly recently, like a year or two ago, and it was actually a lot better than I remember. I don't know. I actually enjoyed playing it. Yeah, I kind of liked.
I only did the first episode or first. Yeah.
I kind of like not being super overpowered. Like you kind of had to be extra careful because your guy was pretty weak. I just thought it was like a nice change of pace than being like this superhuman guy, and you actually like need to work with your teammates and stuff. I don't know. I can see why people definitely don't like it for sure, especially like the open world areas are kind of lame. Like, when you're like finding the missions, like little pieces of armor and stuff, just to get to the mission, it kind of sucks. But once you're actually in the mission, I think it's actually fun.
Like the open world, they don't even tell you like what's going on sometimes. Like I remember just roaming around for like an hour, not knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. And then you like find those random terminals, and it has like those slideshows with the voiceover of like some chick when the world's getting bombed, and then she's, I don't know, it's not very clear what's happening. You're just listening to like random audio clips.
You have a different favorite and least favorite?
I probably would also say that Halo 3 was my favorite. I think my least favorite is, I think 4, not because of the story, because I think the story was good, but I just didn't like fighting the Prometheans in that game. Because I played through it again on Master Chief Collection, and I was like, man, these things are just annoying. Like, they're not really fun to fight. Because they just take so many bullets. All of them do.
Get the headshots.
I know, but it's like most of the time you have like an assault rifle, which you can't really get headshots with that well.
That's true.
Yeah,
thanks for the tip, Brady. Gotta hit headshots, bruh.
But Halo 5 had a way worse story, but I thought the gameplay was better in that one.
I think I only played those campaigns once.
I don't remember. Blake, did you ever beat 5?
I've only beaten 3 out of the fucking 7 campaigns, so no, I did not. I played like fuck off. I played like halfway through like every single campaign, but I'm just not like a campaign kind of guy. Like once like pretty much my peak of gaming was right when I started doing Xbox Live, and then I just started playing multiplayer. And I'm a very competitive person to where like I don't know, I like playing against people online and like winning and beating them and being the best I can. So it's like campaigns don't really do anything for me playing against computers. I like actually playing against like actual people. So campaigns
not even like co-op though. It's just kind of like whatever.
I mean, like I'll play it, but it's just like I just get bored after like a couple levels just because it's so long and it's like I like the stories, like I like the the cinematic cutscenes and stuff of Halo, but it's just like I don't know, a lot of it just feels like it's like like go to this area, kill a bunch of bad guys, go to this area, kill a bunch of bad guys. Like it's still fun, but it's just I don't think it's as fun as like the
There's not as much strategy.
as like multiplayer online. And I like shit talking people in the Xbox chat and then getting reported and fucking banned from Xbox Live for a few days at a time. That's
a question for you, Blake. Have you ever played any of the campaigns by yourself? And have you ever beaten a Pokemon game by yourself? Because I don't think you have.
First of all, this is my podcast. You don't need to call me out like that. Second of all, yes or no, I've not played a Halo campaign by myself because I don't know. I just don't like playing a lot of video games by myself unless it's like Madden and like the franchise we're doing now, it's where it's like we have to play our online games. And I'm like, like playing my game and then helping the league sim with other online users. But like campaigns like Halo, I've never played by myself. And Pokemon, the only reason I haven't beaten it is because of you fuckers, you and Sean. Because growing up, it'd be you two starting up a game, and I'd be like, oh, I'll start too. And then we all start playing it together and talking about it and like, oh, this is so fun, blah, blah, blah. And you guys beat it super fucking fast. So you guys decide not to that night. Oh. So
your rant got interrupted by Discord.
Motherfucking Discord. So for Pokemon, Brady and Sean would always start their games and I'd be like, oh, I'll play too. And then we were all playing it, having a good time talking about our Pokemon that we've caught, what's going on, what our levels are at. And then Brady and Sean will beat it super fucking fast because they'll pull like all-nighters and shit. And I'm trying to fucking sleep. And they'll beat it. And I'll be at like fucking whatever it is, like fucking gym 6. And I'll be like, and then they'll be done. And I'll be like, well, I don't want to play anymore. I have no one to talk to about it. So I'll just stop playing and do whatever the fuck they're doing now. Like, oh, now we're on a fucking yo-yo craze. Now we're learning yo-yo tricks. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, no, we're Pokemon.
That's why you can still talk to us about it just because we beat it before.
No, we can't. No, I can't.
Stop.
Nobody listens to me.
Even though you're on a podcast.
Yeah.
All you're doing is talking.
That's the reason I joined a podcast, is if you would listen to me. In my whole life, I've just been shunned. I've been too young for my brother and his friends.
I hang out with my friends more than I do.
My only friend is Craig.
The recording software, because you can just listen to yourself talk afterwards.
Yes, exactly. I need to make another drink. I'm depressed.
Anyway, about the Halo question.
Yes, the Halo question.
I was going to say I play the campaigns, but I don't like playing them like on hard difficulty. I just play them on normal because it's not fun for me. Like when I'm playing by myself to like die over and over again.
See, I just can't do that. Like I'm too competitive to where like I have to play on Legendary. It's where like I'll be hanging out with Zach and he'll be like, oh, let's play on fucking. Oh my! I can't even think of what it's called. I'm too drunk. It's like Heroic or some shit. And I'm just like, we can't play on Heroic. Like that's bullshit. And then it's just
playing on Heroic.
Yeah, exactly.
I strictly only play campaign on Legendary, so I understand.
Exactly.
I don't play any less.
I only play Lasso, and that's it. Only all skulls. If you don't know,
exactly.
That was a nightmare. Ridiculous.
We're gonna beat the whole game like.
I say we could do the entire game as long as we had the scope thing. Then we're fine. Without the scope, it's ridiculous.
We still can beat it without the scope. Yeah, it's not the same, Brady.
You have to go all in. You don't just go, I'll take one skull off. You got to go all in. No, but I was like watching some other people do it, and like they were not doing much better than us. Like I was like, it made me feel better.
Fuck.
Because it took us like an hour to get. It took us an hour to get through like the first quarter of the first level.
Yeah, but to be honest, I literally didn't think we were going to get past the first part.
We honestly did pretty good for what I was expecting. So
See, I don't like playing super hard games though, where you're just dying over and over and over again. Like at least like if you're playing on Legendary, no skill's on. Like it's hard, but it's definitely manageable. Like you're not going to be dying constantly. Most likely, you can still get through it if you're smart or if you play smart. But it's like if you're playing something where it's just like fuck you, then that's like not fun for me. That's why I never got into like Dark Souls or anything.
See, that's the problem with like Madden and stuff. Like how we even playing like our franchise, it's fun, but like we have 5 people playing in our online Madden league, and 4 of us are in the top, the championship games. So it's like, I don't know, maybe we should make it a little bit harder to where like it's harder to make it to this championship game or whatever. Because it's like, I don't know, that's the biggest thing with Madden is like I'll try to play the franchises by myself and like play against the computer, but it's so hard for me to find like a difficulty where it's so balanced where I'll win, some games and lose some games depending on like how good my team is.
Yeah, it's always like you go 15-1 or you can't even gain a yard. It's like
exactly. So it's just like I'll just dominate a game and I'll be like, this is too easy, and I'll just like stop trying, and then like I'll play against some teams and I'll just get fucking shit on. I'll be like, this isn't fun. I'll just fucking quit. It's just like I fucking hate this. Like I want to find like a perfect balance. So, but I mean, like with our online league, it's fun enough to where I don't know, it's nice. So,
well, yeah, if you're playing against someone, it like changes. I feel like it changes the difficulty enough.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like if you're playing against an actual person, you're like taking more risks too. So it's like you'll end up getting more mistakes, but it's also benefits to you too if you can get the interception. So it's not like totally one-sided to where it's like at least one person's benefiting from this difficulty, I guess.
Yeah. Once the new game comes out in August, we need to get more people. You should join us, Brady.
Tyler would too.
Cool.
I know that for sure. TJ probably would. I don't know. I'm just saying you could probably have like.
Well, we asked TJ for this
people.
year's Madden. He was like, "Oh, I don't think I'll be able to play my games fast enough, so I won't join you guys."
All he does is chill at his house playing video games.
He has a baby.
I don't know what
Brady.
the problem is there. Yeah, and all he does is chill at his house, play video games.
Yeah, that's true.
With his baby. Baby's cute, by the way. Very adorable.
Plays co-op.
Get him on the sticks.
Yeah. So, Disney Plus has a Sunny with a Chance on it now. You guys hear about that?
I don't even know what that show is.
Oh my god! It has Demi Lovato as the main character, and it is an awful show. Oh my goodness, it is awful.
I like it.
When did that show come out?
It came out in probably like
2008,
10,
2009. Yeah.
10.
I trust you more than that. It's
I'll
like a show
I'll see who's
about people making a show.
So basically, it's Demi Lovato, who's the main character, Sunny, and she's like apparently an internet sensation, and she is cast for this like sketch show, which is like fucking SNL but for kids, called So Random.
Oh, that'll be fun.
And
so she's copying the Amanda Show from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, pretty much. So she's on this show called. It started 2009 and it went to 2011. So pretty good run. But so she goes to Hollywood and she's like some Wisconsin girl, all the fucking Disney shit. It's like, oh, I'm a small town girl going to the big city. And then she's on this fucking show called So Random, and all their shit is so unfunny. And like it's just fucking awful. And then like everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, Demi Lovato is so hot. I want her to be my girlfriend." It's like she's not hot. She has like the ugliest fucking smile I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, her mouth is too fucking big, Zach. Watch the show. It's bullshit. Pisses me off.
So yeah, I thought you when you said Sunny with a Chance yesterday, I thought you meant Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I don't know why I thought the movie was Sunny with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah, Sunny with a Chance of Meatballs. Flint Lockwood is actually Sunny Lockwood, believe it or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really watched Disney when I was younger. I was more of a Nickelodeon person.
You're so edgy.
And we didn't even have Cartoon Network either, so I couldn't really. But yeah, I'm very edgy.
You were too busy watching that Dan Schneider foot fetish shit.
Yeah, I was too busy watching those game shows with the pick guy or whatever. Remember Nickelodeon pick guy or whatever? He
what the fuck was his name?
Or something? Did you ever watch that?
Yes, I did watch that. I'm gonna look up his name right now because I can't remember what the fuck his name is. You do or don't? You don't.
I don't. No.
I'm trying to think of what that show even was. I remember watching it a ton, but I don't remember like what the concept was. Wasn't it just kind of like a math problem thing, and then like if you get it wrong, you just get slimed?
You talking about Brain Rush or?
Yeah. Was it Brain Rush or Brain Surge? I don't even remember.
Brain Surge. Brain Surge was what it was.
Yeah, Blake, is that the one where there's a video on YouTube of like a kid that has like the most basic like squares that like the pie house they used to jump on and press the buttons for? And it's like he has like 2 minutes to do it. He has 2 minutes to do it. It's like the most easiest like I don't know, way to go and do it.
He has to memorize.
Yeah, and you just cannot do it. Oh my gosh. It's the most like cringeworthy thing you could ever see. It's bad.
Yeah, well, he has like a minute to walk like 5 steps.
Yeah, every time he like nods his head, like, "Oh yeah, got it this time. I got it," and then like messes up the first tile. Like, what are you doing?
Was that from that show?
It was on Brain. It was on Brain, but that was more like 2010. Like that was more like recent than what you're thinking of. You're thinking of. So I just looked him up. His name's Pick Boy. His superhero name
like 40.
Pick Boy. Yeah, it was Jeff Steufen or Suitfen was his name. So he first worked for MTV and then switched to Nickelodeon. That's quite the upgrade. He graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Communications from Marist College of Poughkeepsie, New York. But so he was the producer for You Pick Live. So Nickelodeon, you go to You Pick, and then
back when they had Teen Nick still.
Yeah, he'll be our I don't know, our edited fucking, what the fuck's it called? Thumbnail. So you guys will know what we're talking about. Talking about Pick Boy, Nickelodeon Pick Boy.
Apparently, they were nominated in 2012, the show Brain Surge, for a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Game/Audience Participation Show.
Oh my gosh. That shit was fucking dumb.
Remember it's a really old Nickelodeon show, but they used to have like Nickelodeon stars in the shows come on as like a panel, and they have to guess like what the talent of this boy is, like by asking them questions or what a certain item is by asking questions. That's a really old one. I can't remember what that one's called.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They brought it back recently, actually.
Actually, that wasn't a too bad show. I kind of liked it.
It was a great show. Nickelodeon used to have great fucking game shows. They used to have like fucking
Double Dare was good.
Yeah, Double Dare. What the fuck's it called? Legends of the Hidden Temple. Oh my gosh, that was the best show ever.
Nickelodeon?
That was Nickelodeon. Shit me. I'll look up what that one show was called.
I know, I'm on the Wikipedia for Nickelodeon game shows, and they had
I'm on Nickelodeon series IMDb.
Figure it out. That's what it's called, Brady. Figure it out.
All right.
So they have 4 panelists, and there's like one fucking kid, and he's like, I chew gum and blow the world's biggest bubble. And then it's basically like a spellbinder thing where it's like a Wheel of Fortune type letter thing, and you're like, oh, the judges have to figure out what it is. And then however long it takes, like the kid gets more prizes for how long it takes. So it'll be like, ask him questions, they'll be like, oh, does this have to do with like, I don't know, like swimming? And they're like, no. And then it goes to the next judge, and then they have to figure out what it is. So it's a
remember show. On the Legends of the Hidden Temple, like when the first you move on to like the next stage, and then once you're out, they tell you about the prizes that you get. And like for those prizes, you're like, oh, but no way, you're going away with some chocolate milk.
Yeah. That was the fucking best.
Chocolate milk.
All the 2 teams that lost the first round always went home with fucking Nesquik chocolate milk, and I was always so jealous. I was like, those motherfuckers! I need to get on that show. Give me some of that chocolate.
It looks like it's being rebooted.
What, Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Yeah, it said on. I mean, it's probably delayed right now, but it says on December 16th, 2019, it was announced that a reboot aimed at adults will premiere in April 2020 on Quibi.
Oh, no. Fuck Quibi.
I don't know what Quibi is. What is that?
It's like another streaming site. A lot of YouTubers have been sponsored by it. It's some bullshit.
Is it kind of like a YouTube, or is it something else?
Apparently,
yeah,
there's a
YouTube, I guess.
There's a trailer for the movie of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, there's a movie. It was on Netflix. Yeah,
like a full.
Yeah, it was a movie. It had nothing to do with the game show, I think. And I was like, for a second, I thought like the whole series was on Netflix or some shit, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. But no, it's just some stupid ass movie. Ugh, so annoying.
It's only an hour
Apparently, there was a
long.
show called Webheads that was produced by Ryan Seacrest. He's fallen far.
Wow.
He's falling apart.
It was hosted by big time Rush star Carlos Pena Vega.
Oh, fuck Big Time Rush. Such a fucking.
It was such a bad show.
Dumb shit.
It was a terrible show.
I feel like any show that started 2010 and after that was like pretty bad. Like it was like
Yeah, pretty much.
2000 to like 2010 was like the good spot where a show could start there and then do all right. Because I think iCarly and Victorious like started before then, but like continued running and those are all right. But any show that started like after 2010 was garbage.
Yeah, like I don't want to be one of those
That is
people
just
that's
weird.
like, oh, like back in my day, but like what, like looking at just the shows on Disney Channel and fucking Nickelodeon, they're just all so bad. Like I don't know, it's just
Really bad.
awful. Like TV is just so bad. Streaming services is where it's at.
It's like TV shows for brain dead people.
So it's
And
seriously,
brain
it's
dead
like
children.
it's jeez, it's literally just like the fucking common denominator of people, where it's just like what the fuck was I watching? America's Got Talent. That's fallen off the fucking shelf. Where like it
They
used to
sound
be
the same,
so good.
I like it still.
No, it what?
I like America's Got Talent.
You do like it?
I don't mind.
Oh my gosh, Brady. So Brady's one of those most common denominator people to where they enjoy watching inspirational stories every single fucking second of the damn show. Yeah,
I like the actual performances, but not the backstories every time.
There was a just like today, this YouTuber Scott Kramer who I've been watching recently. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen some of his stuff.
Oh, good for you. So he did a video about American Idol and how they've kind of like fallen off, and it's pretty much just like America's Got Talent, where it's like every act has to have some fucking emotional background story, and it always be so uplifting. Like they don't make fun of any acts anymore. It's always like this inspirational story of just like, oh my gosh, like my parents are divorced. I'm so sad, but I'm gonna sing for you. And then they sing, and then everyone freaks out, and everyone's so excited. Or it's like I'm a country boy, and I'm gonna dance, and then he turns out to be really good. And it's like some dumb shit like that.
And then if
it's
the
just
judge doesn't let them in, they get booed.
exactly, like it's just so stupid. Like they don't have like bad acts anymore. It's always like inspirational stuff, and it's just like it's so fucking annoying. Or like another
I always thought
comedy.
they needed a age minimum of like 18 because anytime there's a kid there, like the audience just wanted them through.
Seriously.
Even if they weren't pretty good maybe as good as somebody else, but because they're a kid, it's like
kids
we
have won
the kid.
Like the last season I watched, there's like these two kids, like a brother and sister. They're probably like 10 and 8 or some shit, and like they were like a fucking screamo band, and like there were so many ads on the commercials where it's like, oh, coming up next, these kid bands shock the judges. They're so good. And then I'm like, oh wow, these kids must be pretty good singers, and they're just fucking screamo, just like screaming their asses off, like playing the damn drums and guitar. Then they're like, oh, you're going to the next round. You shocked us. You performed so much entertainment value to our show. You're going to the next round. Oh my gosh, fuck that shit. Fuck hello. What?
Okay, you guys were like cutting in and out like for the last like minute. So I just heard like every other sentence. I just heard fucking move on to the next round, but cut out. I'm like fucking stupid.
You're like just say fucking fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much all we're talking about is just dumb kids on America's Got Talent getting sent to the next round just because they're kids. Fuck that show.
Yeah, no, that's
some of them are pretty good.
No, they're not. Some of them need to be fucking put in a basket and sent down the river.
They just need another place.
I got a question to ask Zach though, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah.
All right. Not allowed. Only ask me. Go ahead. Let's go. Come on.
I thought you guys cut out again. I was like, damn it.
No. So you've known me and Blake for a while, and you know Blake when he was very young. I want to know what your perspective of us growing up was like. We didn't fight all the time, did we?
Fuck you.
It was every single time I came over.
Brady's a
fucking
wasn't
that bad.
It was pretty bad. Every single time I came over, there was at least Blake was in tears.
Because Brady's a dickhole and he knows it.
I feel like we're always fine when it was just me and Blake, but it was when other friends came over.
Yeah.
You could act all cool and had to put in your
on Brady's side. Because I'm like,
yeah, I know you're on his side. You don't see the shit that he does behind your back, Zach. He does fucking psychological shit that fucks with my mind, and nobody else sees it except for me. And then I get pissed off. And then Brady's like, "Well, I didn't do anything." And then all my friends are like, "Yeah, you didn't do anything. Like, what's going on?" But only I know what's going on, and I get fucking pissed off. Then my friends will back me up, and
I'm
it
sure
fucking sucks.
Sounds
What?
like it's more of a you problem than anything.
Not like I've gone to therapy or anything. I'm just saying, you know, would have
maybe
been
you should get a
nice.
therapy.
Yeah, fucking shit. Brady's a fucking asshole. We literally play. This is what Brady would do. He would do this. So we'd play 2-on-2 flag, not flag, like tackle football in the front yard, having fun in the snow, like snow football, like because if you tackle in the snow, it doesn't hurt as bad. So we'd be playing, and like we'd have one quarterback, one receiver. It'd be 2v2, one quarterback, one receiver, and then like a D lineman and a cornerback to cover the receiver. And we'd do like tackle. And what Brady would do after every play, I'd be like, "Oh, like hand me the ball," and he would like pretend like he was handing me the ball, and he would throw it to somebody else. And he would every fucking play, and that would just piss me the fuck off. It was playing tackle, so then like I would just tackle him for no reason because he was pissing me the fuck off. He'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you cheap shotting me?" I'd be like, "Fuck you." And then everyone just freak out and get on Brady's side. I'd be like, "You didn't do anything. Why are you freaking out, Blake? Why do you have anger issues?" And I'd be like, "No, Brady started this bullshit. I'm fucking pissed."
You know what could have
Fuck you.
handled this? A conversation.
The police should have handled it. I was about to kill my brother.
It's true. But you know who always came to me and my friend that wanted to play football every single day?
Because I wanted to play. I didn't want you to be a fucking asshole. It was fun when you weren't being an asshole, dick.
Still playing, just because I didn't give you the football back every time.
No, you're intentionally pissing me off, cunt.
This is a good podcast.
A great podcast. Apple siblings, they fucking assholes.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
you.
Good.
Did that answer your
good
question,
old days. Kind of. Blake kind of took
Zach
over.
may not remember, but
I
I
didn't really
remember.
hear exactly what you said. I was a nice kid.
Fuck you.
I'm a good boy.
I don't even know how we're completely different people.
It's true.
It is. I always think like I don't know, like just thinking about like if / when I ever have a kid and just like how I raise them and how they'll turn out to be. It's like I don't know, like our parents didn't really care about like drinking. Like my fucking dad would offer me drinks and I was like 16 or younger, but like just me as a person. What?
He was
I thought
that
you
young.
were saying much younger.
Nah,
when you were like 6, he was at offer me drinks.
It was one of those things, Blake, that I think the first time I was offered a drink was like maybe 18. It was like a sip, but since I was offered it, you were offered it, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but I would never take it. I was literally just like, no, like I don't really want to drink. Like I'm really young. Like I was one of those people that kind of bought into those fucking school videos where it's like, don't do drugs, don't do alcohol. And I was like, I don't want to do alcohol. And so I would just like not like, take any of my dad's advances. And so
no means no. I don't want to that bush life.
Stop it, Dad. Stop forcing this beer bog down my throat. And
I'm pretty sure Mom allowed me to drink
I just
first before Dad did.
So what you're saying is that you're not going to do that with your son. You're not going to force beer down.
Well, it's not that, but it's just kind of weird how like I don't know. My dad was like, oh, like let's drink and have fun, but I was always like, oh no, like I don't want to drink. Like I was always like so against it, towards just like I don't know. I can make my own choices for myself, not really care about what my parents did. And even like my mom, like she wouldn't care if I like left at like 11 at night when I was in high school. Like she wouldn't care if I just went to a friend's, but I just like didn't want to go out that late. Like I just like didn't want to do that. So it was just kind of weird. But I mean, picture me now, like fucking drinking at fucking 3 p.m. So I don't know. Maybe parents do have an impact. So what am I talking about? Where was I?
Just going off on random tangents.
I was gonna say,
I'm just saying, parents don't have as much of an impact as people think. Like I don't know. Like my parents, like which is so weird because like my parents didn't really have any restraint on me. Like they didn't really say like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like they pretty much didn't really care like what I did as long as like, oh, like tell us where you're going, blah blah blah. Like oh, be home, before
Yeah, it's
fucking
kinda the
2
same way
a.m.
for
or
me.
some shit.
Pretty
Like they
sure they
were
only
like,
yelled at us when we were fighting.
yeah, exactly. Like they only yelled at us when I was kicking Brady's ass. But since I was like the youngest, they didn't really care, like what I was doing because like they'd been through they've been through it before. But it's like I can imagine like me being a parent and like my kid being like 10 years old and be like, oh, can I spend the night at this kid's house? And I'd like never met him, and I'd be like, what? No, like I want to meet his parents first. Like it's just, but like I don't know, it's just kind of put things into perspective once you get to this age of 21 years old, ripe and old.
At least
when you basically experienced everything there is to at 21.
Exactly.
Hey, we always have Bobby though, so much older than us, so we can see how he reacts to certain things, and we go off of that.
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
Bobby was like our second dad. Whenever he got drunk, he would try to tell us like life lessons, and we just wouldn't listen. He'd be he'd be like drunk out of his mind. He'd be like, "Don't drink, okay? It's not a good thing." And I'd be like, "Oh, thanks, Bobby. Can I go play video games now?" He'd be like, "No, listen to me."
He wasn't
like
that bad.
every single time. He was.
He's like, here, drink this whole beer. Does that feel good?
It seriously was like that. Like his friends would come over and they'd just be like drinking, and we'd come down and be like, "Hey, can we hang out with you?" And he'd be like, "No, get out of here. We're drinking. You can't see this." I'm like, "Okay, geez."
But, do you know why though?
I don't fucking know. He had naked girls on his walls with posters and shit, which I don't know why people have that. Like no college kid has that anymore.
He
I
just
think
saw
that's
a
just.
movie. But that was
I think it's
before
just
the
during
internet was
that
huge.
time. This is during that time. But like, he told me that he used to smoke like when he was young, and he didn't want us seeing that, so he just always said they were drinking, but they were just trying to smoke.
Oh, well, thanks for telling me that on the podcast. It only took me 21 years to figure that out. Thank you. You're really you're shocking me.
Aren't you glad that
Smoking's illegal, Brady.
On Washington.
Bobby would never do that. Yes, it is. Police will come after you. Do you smoke? Are you serious? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Well, I don't even know what's happening.
We're having a falling out in this podcast. Brady, if you don't buy merch, you're dead to me.
We're gonna find out at the end of this that you guys actually aren't related, and Brady and you the whole time.
But not.
So we took a
yeah, Mom never
took a DNA test. Just dead silence.
I think you're gonna follow that up.
Mom never told you? Fucking 5 seconds dead silence. Zach's just sitting there like, what the
fuck? Yeah, I didn't know what to do. Oh man. Well, anyways, that was just a question for Zach, but then it's just Blake that kind of talked.
Yeah, speaking of Halo campaigns, I never really got into those. So
I played mine on Legendary.
Yeah, I know puss.
I was gonna, but in between one of the rants, I was gonna ask one question. What was your favorite Disney show?
Oh, great question, Zach. Speaking of Brady, how about you go fuck yourself? Remember that one time we were watching that Disney show and you pissed me off? Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, because I did give you the remote or something.
Yeah, fuck you.
I told you to go get off the couch and grab it or something.
Fuck you.
Blake, after this is done, can you like splash water in your face, take a picture, and just have that?
I'd be just crying my eyes out. I can make myself cry.
I have really baggy eyes. Empty bottles behind you.
Have a Photoshop picture of Brady just punching me in the face.
You guys have an answer to that?
Yeah, so
favorite Disney?
What?
I think my favorite shows. I don't know my favorite show exactly. Since I got Disney Plus, I've been like the first show I watched I think was Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That's a great show. Like I don't know, the first few seasons, like Sweet Life on Deck is, meh. But like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is a really good show. I really like that. What? Hello? Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Fucking Discord. So Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is probably my one of my top shows, and then That's So Raven, and then I don't know, all those kind of shows. Hello, Zach. Hello. Zach's coming in and out. Hello?
Okay. I think we're back.
There you are. Okay, cool.
Well, me and Blake were fine. You just kind of dipped for some reason.
Should I continue?
I think.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you guys. You guys are fun.
Zach's coming like in and out, so let's wait. We
Here and
can
there.
have this edited
It's
out.
like
Hello.
it's cutting in and out.
All right. So
Okay. I think we might be good.
So when I first got Disney Plus, my the first show I really watched was Sweet Life of Zack and Cody because the first seasons are actually really good. But
Yeah, I was watching that too.
Sweet Life on Deck isn't that amazing, but like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody might be my actually favorite show. There was one night where like I was watching Hannah Montana and I was like watching it while I was falling asleep, and it just gave me a fucking headache because like every episode is just like the same music, the same fucking beats and shit, like the same just everything, and it was just so repetitive. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't take this anymore. But it's still a decent show. So
That's
I don't
the
know.
one thing I don't like about sitcoms is that everyone has to yell the entire time. No one can just have a conversation.
Yeah, it's never serious. I want to see some like character deaths,
Yeah, you should you
In
should watch a
Disney.
skit that SNL did like 8 years ago, where it's like Disney actor boot camp or something, and it was just them like kind of making fun of like what goes on Disney shows or whatever, like what the sitcoms look like to, I guess, adults or something. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your
I would
favorite?
also say if you were to just like put on a random like show just to have on, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody would probably be my pick too. But I think the
Yeah, that's a
overall
good one.
best, which Blake, you might actually agree, would be Gravity Falls. I really
Oh
enjoyed that
well,
one.
okay, yeah, that's not as old as Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Gravity Falls is the best
You just
Disney
said
show.
Disney.
Okay, I wasn't thinking like more modern. Yes, you are correct, Brady. Gravity Falls is the best Disney show of all time. It is amazing. Everybody watch it, please. That's my story.
So Brady,
Do you
you're
have a
gonna pick
favorite?
Gravity Falls?
Yeah, I'd probably do that. Or Sweet Life.
Okay. I don't really have a Disney one really, but I think my favorite one between like those two and like Nickelodeon Disney is probably Drake and Josh.
That's Nickelodeon. That's bullshit. Fuck you.
That's because
I
the Disney
only
one.
asked
Then
you.
he come out with Nickelodeon.
Doesn't
I
count.
I just asked you guys Disney because you guys actually watch Disney. I didn't watch Disney, so I don't really have an answer.
Okay, well we watched Nickelodeon too, asshole.
Okay, then
could
what's your
ask
Nickelodeon one? I'm not saying you can't answer.
All right, well hold on.
He's gonna look at the.
Yeah,
He's gonna look at the Wikipedia.
we're talking about our favorite Nickelodeon. I mean, come on. I mean, Drake and Josh
No,
is
for
probably the best. Nezda Classified is definitely an underrated gem. I don't know why nobody talks about that show.
I think it's good, but they had like way too many like sound effects.
That's the joke, Zach. You don't understand. The joke was too smart for you, Zach. I think that's your problem.
what wasn't
Yeah,
Avatar
I
Last
think the slide
Airbender
whistle was too
Nickelodeon?
intelligent. Yeah,
Yes, that was Nickelodeon. I'm actually
Definitely say that one for Nickelodeon. Or Zori 101, I thought was pretty good too.
Toy 101 is a great show. Yes, I'm actually about to rewatch the Avatar full series with my girlfriend Kira. So I'm pretty
You seen
excited.
it before?
No, she hasn't. So I have the whole series on DVD, which I had last year when we first met, and I showed her like the first episode, but like she wasn't paying attention. I was like, all right, well, you gotta fucking pay attention to this shit, So I waited. And, I brought it back to Spokane, and then last time I was in Spokane, I took it from my bedroom. I don't know if you knew it was there, but I took it back, so you don't have it. So, but it's now in Pullman with us, so we're gonna watch it. It's gonna be great.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think I watched
Is it, though?
episodes of that like here and there, but I never watched the full thing. But we actually have it here at the house on DVD, so I actually can watch it if I wanted to.
It's an amazing show.
Yeah, I've heard only good things.
Let's throw out our top 5 favorite shows of all time. No particular order. Let's take
hard.
a couple. Okay, well you should have known coming into this podcast we're going to talk about this, Brady. Come on.
I mean, I could probably throw out 5 right now.
Yeah, let's just think of 5 really good shows that you want to talk about for the podcast. No particular.
Any show.
That would probably be in your top 5.
I think I have my 5.
Like cartoon or like I don't know, like
anything,
Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney, or anything. Oh,
anything.
It could be HBO. Because I think I have mine.
Yeah.
No particular order, but
Let's see. I have 3 that I know would probably be my top 5. No, well, I don't have a pen and paper. I just have a alcoholic beverage.
Time to whip out my Deep Thoughts notepad.
Oh,
for all
I
my
wish
thoughts.
we could make one.
I'm doing only animated, but that's just me. You guys can do whatever.
All right, fine.
I think I have mine. I can.
All right,
shoot up.
go Zach.
I would say SpongeBob, The Office, The Simpsons, Game of Thrones. Was that 4?
Yes, that was 4. Come on, the audience is waiting.
Fuck! I thought I had another one too.
Suspense is killing me.
You know what? Maybe like the first 10 seasons of Family Guy. I haven't really kept up on it, but
that's a good. I haven't. Family Guy has really slipped my mind recently. Like
because it's not good anymore.
Yeah, they should just stop making episodes because the early Family Guy is really good. Like I've seen them so many times where they're not funny anymore, but man, they're gems. Brady, how about you? I'll go
it's
last.
Kind of like The Simpsons. I feel like the world's just gonna end if that goes off air, even though it hasn't been funny in 20 years.
Yeah.
Really, I don't even know if I've seen a full Simpsons episode, from start to finish. I've seen a lot of clips and stuff, but I never actually just watched.
Yeah, same here. I've tried to watch some Simpsons. Now it's on Disney Plus, so it's I've tried to watch some of it, but I don't know.
Really, I really only like seasons 4 through 12. That's those are the good ones. Don't even bother with 1 through 3 aren't very good, and then anything after 12 is pretty garbage. Season 4, I think, is the best season though.
Out of the 30 seasons, I think 4 and 5 are definitely the only good ones.
True. It's true.
All right. Well, I got my 5 I got cartoons though because I can't do all 5. So this is my cartoons top 5. Avatar: Last Airbender, Codename Kids Next Door. It's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Teen Titans, Gravity Falls, and then Attack on Titan.
All right. Would you like to elaborate on any of those shows, or just give us your list?
If you like death, you should watch Attack on Titan, even though you don't watch anime at all, except for Avatar.
I do not like death. I prefer Gravity Falls.
I thought you said you said you wanted death in the Disney shows or something, didn't you? I thought you just said
you wanted some characters to be killed off.
Yeah, with something with a chance because I hate them all. But I'm saying, it was just a joke. Come on. Can you imagine Drake and Josh where Josh dies after the first season? And it's just Drake yeah. Then it's just Drake fucking living through the turmoil.
They have the same intro, but it's just Drake sitting in the lawn.
They just edited it out.
There's still one on the lawn is just empty. And he's
oh my gosh.
It's just pictures of Josh.
It just
growing up, and then the tombstone at the end.
The whole entire intro is just Drake at his funeral, just different things of him crying and looking at his tombstone and shit. Fuck Josh Peck, he's a bitch.
He's cool.
He's kind of annoying though, in his YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah,
he's annoying now because he lost weight. He lost weight and thinks he's all that.
Brady's not with the YouTube lore, okay? Josh Peck is now working with David Dobrik on fucking YouTube, and he's not as cool, okay, Brady? He's not a cool icon anymore. Drake Bell is still hot. He's still cool, okay? Everything's all right with the world.
Okay,
what's your top 5 then?
It was cutting out again for the last 10 seconds.
Oh, I just said Drake Bell was, but yeah. So my top 5 shows. What?
Go.
All right. So my top 5 shows would probably be SpongeBob. Now that Zach mentioned it, The Office, which I mean, kind of a, everybody should probably think that.
Everyone should think that.
Obviously, Dark is probably my top 5 shows, to be honest, which is still going on. 3rd season is probably going to come out this summer. And then, what the fuck is I going to say? No, wait. So, The Office, SpongeBob, Dark, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then I'd probably go. I think I'd go Gravity Falls. I'd probably go Gravity Falls. See, I don't know if that'd be my top 5. Yeah, I don't know who threw
I
out
was kind
this
of surprised.
topic,
I
but
thought one of you guys was going to say South Park.
nah, I'm not a huge
Was-
South Park fan. I don't know.
I was about to, but I didn't.
Yeah, I feel like
Series
it
I've
can be
seen
good,
every
but
single
sometimes
episode.
it gets like too extreme sometimes, where it's like ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some episodes that are just super fucking funny and like super, quotable and stuff. But it's just like I don't know. There's some I don't know. Yeah, like what you said. Like some episodes are so ridiculous, so where it's just like, okay, like come on now, settle down, settle down, MTV. Too much music.
Too much music, not enough TV.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we're gonna do our top 5 favorite movies. All right, everybody, go. No preparation. Go now.
What's a movie?
Trolls.
Monsters University, minutes 1 through 45.
Might actually be up there for me, to be honest. Definitely for animation, Monsters University would be up there.
It's such a good movie. Ugh.
I'd almost, if I was doing just animation, I would put How to Train Your Dragon up there too, because I really liked that one.
It's a good movie. See, let's talk about the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. So, How to Train Your Dragon 1 was amazing. Like, it's a very good movie. How to Train Your Dragon 2 was, I don't know, it was still good, but like, I don't know. I thought the ending was kind of sad. Not really sad. Like, it was sad, but like, it's kind of dumb how just the dad dies, and then I don't know, like Hiccup has like a fucking beard and he has to act all masculine and shit. Like I don't want to see that shit. I want to see him be a young little bitch, And then I've watched the first like 30 minutes of episode fucking movie 3, and it's just not. I don't know. It's just not the same,
They do have a TV show as well.
Well, yeah,
They
no one
do.
gives that. That's like the fucking King Julian show in Madagascar. We talked about the last episode. Fuck that shit. No one cares.
I've actually never seen any of them, so I can't really comment.
Well, neither have I, but I just know it's bad.
All right.
You saw the trailer. You're just judging it based on the third trailer was not as good as the first one.
I've never seen the Godfather trilogy, but I just know it's an awful trilogy. That's just all I'm saying.
I can get behind that logic.
Fucking times like, what a great guess, Brady. Never filling in the dead silence. Come on.
Sorry, man. It's my first time. Hey, I'll do my top 5 movies. Not animated though. We got Kicking and Screaming up there.
Great
Troy
movie.
is definitely up there.
Nice.
As a kid, I used to love Transformers, so the first Transformers movie I'm putting up there.
The one with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I have to.
No,
Because that was my
the
favorite
one from
movie for a while.
1940 where all the Transformers were made out of cardboard, Zach.
I didn't know if there was a cartoon Transformers movie. I don't know.
You said no cartoon, only live action. They were made out of cardboard.
Anyway,
That's 3.
Sorry, I'm
can't think of like. I can't think of like 2 others. Maybe I
You
don't know.
can't
Just
think of
Transformers
5
2 and
movies,
3.
but one of them that you can think of is fucking Transformers with Shia LaBeouf. Come on, Brady.
Because I know at a time telling my family that it was my favorite movie, so I have to throw it up there. I don't like it now, but it used to be one of my favorites.
I would said that fucking The Mask, Son of the Mask was a good movie, but it was a terrible movie. It's one of the worst of all time. But I remember saying it was a good movie at the theaters because I was like 10 years old.
You didn't say it was your favorite movie, though. It's a big difference.
It was my favorite.
I remember liking the Cat in the Hat movie with Mike Myers.
That's terrible.
That
Don't
movie's
ever watch that
terrifying.
movie.
If
It's
Mike
so bad.
Myers didn't play the cat, that fucking movie would haunt me.
The
The only reason it doesn't haunt me was because I know that fucking Mike Myers is the cat, which makes it the only reason that makes it funny.
I don't know.
I just imagine Zach going to the
that's tough
theaters with his mom and like his fucking grandparents just watching Cat in the Hat.
No, my dad took me to that movie and he was asleep the entire time.
That's the best. That's how you know it's a good movie. I took my dad to fucking Die Women Kid 3 at the fucking Dog Days one, yeah. So and then like one of the fucking previews for that was like the Wow Wow Wubsy movie or some shit, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's like a fucking Nickelodeon Junior movie, and I'm just like, why is this an ad for this? I feel so embarrassed. My dad already thinks I'm a fucking loser. It was a wild ride.
You see Alvin the Chipmunks like 7 times in the movie theater.
Yeah, I think we might have talked about this before, but yeah, I've seen Alvin.
More than that.
No, it was 7. Yeah, sorry, it's not more than 7, Zach. Sorry, that doesn't blow your mind. Sorry, I've only seen Alvin and Chipmunks, the first movie, in theaters 7 fucking times. I saw it twice with my family.
That's why you drink.
Exactly.
You live to forget
the fucking songs of that movie just replay in my head every single waking moment of my entire life, and that's the reason I have to drink fucking alcohol. fucking calm it down. Ugh.
Well, how many times did you see the Squeakquel?
I saw that once on DVD. I really, once I saw the first, I liked the first one. That's the problem. Is like I liked it. Like I thought it was a good movie. Every single out of all the 7 times, I enjoyed it every single time. I was at the point in my life where I was like, you know,
you really did need therapy.
Yeah, I was like, these movies are fun. Like I enjoy watching fucking Alvin coming out of the little, hoodie or fucking snow cap and farting and whatever the fuck is the guy from My Name Is Earl's fucking face, like farting in his face. Like just watching that 7 times, I was like, I was still like smiling. I was smirking. Like, this is a solid.
That should have been your senior quote. Just I've seen that in the theater 7 times.
I was like, this is a solid motion picture. And then
this is quality cinema.
Yeah, this is good cinema. And then once I was done watching that, once the second one came out, I think I saw it once in theaters actually. And then I watched that and I was like, this just does not hold up compared to the first one. I was like, I refuse to watch this 7 times. So I only watched it 4 times.
And then how many times did you watch Chipwrecked?
Chipwrecked, I only watched it 6 times. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still
Chipwrecked. I don't even know what movie that is.
The only reason I remember it was because when we were still in high school and that was coming up, every single meme was about, are you ready for the biggest fucking destruction in the box office ever? Because it was launching the same day as Star Wars Episode 7.
That was a joke, Brady. I didn't watch. I don't think I ever watched that in theaters. I think I watched it once on like fucking DirecTV on demand, and then I was like, okay, this movie's fucking dumb. But you think I would have said that after like the 4th viewing of Alvin and the Chipmunks, the first one, but I watched it 3 more times. So, I don't think I really have any much to say on what I think of movies and TV shows. I don't really have much of an opinion because I loved Alvin and I saw it 7 times with all my friends. Everybody loved that movie.
Remember, we'd always go on like hockey tournament trips and stuff, and we'd take like 3 or 4 movies. And we always took that one bird movie. It wasn't even that
Valiant.
Good.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We watched it so many times, and it's not even that good.
It's a terrible movie. There's only like 2 parts that are actually like fun to watch of him like training to be a fucking warrior bird and shit. And like Kira apparently watched that growing up, and so we've had many discussions about that. Oh my god, like every night just talking about Valiant, every scene of that. And like it's just not a good movie. I remember speaking of that, so me and Brady back in 2007, I believe, we went to Disneyland when I was 9 and Brady was 11. And we drove there because my mom was afraid of flying, which is a great thing to have in a family. So we drove to fucking California, which took like 2 full days of driving. And so we bought these little DVD player things that would have little TVs over on the back of the front seats. So me and Brady were in the back seats watching movies. And so this has nothing to do with the trip. Disneyland was great. We came back. And then every day we'd go to school. And it would take like 10 minutes to get to the school from driving. And we put in Ratatouille, and we'd watch the first 10 minutes of Ratatouille every single day for like fucking like 3 weeks. And I don't know how my mom didn't just fucking crash the car and like fucking kill us, because like that was.
I remember doing that.
It was.
Why did you guys
ridiculous.
start from like 10 minutes?
Well, sometimes we'd do scene selection, and be like, oh, let's start it from the middle this time. But it's just like, I don't know, like 13 out of the 14 times we drive to school with that fucking shit would just be the first 10 minutes of Ratatouille every single day. Oh my gosh. It
happens in the first 10 minutes either. But speaking of that movie, that's probably my top 5 like favorite animation movie.
That is a good movie.
It's still good.
I think that's Kira's number 1 on her list, actually. Yeah.
It's good. It's really
Yeah.
good. That's funny though.
I was
I
really
don't
hoping
remember
one of you
doing
guys would
that
put in
at all.
Kevin James Sweat the Small Stuff on your list.
What?
Kevin James Sweat the Small Stuff special.
Yeah, that's stand-up
Oh, the
comedy.
comedy
That's a
special?
great movie.
It is a great movie. Didn't you?
Oh my
It's
gosh.
worth like $80 on Amazon. Didn't you buy it at one point?
We did buy it actually. I have the disc is at in Spokane, Brady. If you want to check my room, it's in my room. If you want to watch it. Yeah, if our fans didn't notice, we are not in the same room recording due to the virus going around. I'm not gonna say its name. I don't want to spread the fucking
Spread awareness.
spread awareness for what's its name. But there's a virus going around, so we don't want to be in the same room. So we're doing this over audio. So the audio may be cutting out a little bit. It's me, Zach, and Brady. So welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not
An
sure
hour
because
in.
there's been times where it's been
Yeah.
cutting out. I'm not sure how
Fucking-
that's going to sound on like the recording file.
I can't wait to listen to this while I drive around my empty town for an hour straight. That's what I usually do after we record a podcast. I just put on my Bluetooth and we'll listen to the pod for an hour.
Yeah, I was like, I
When
don't
I was-
know what it's going to sound like when I down. It's like, is it going to
Oh.
have all of our audio still in there just perfectly fine, or is it going to be like cutting out a bunch? I'm not sure because it's like it's
It's
like
probably going to be shitty.
like it's not like I'm recording this. Like it's a third party service recording the entire conversation, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like we have fans or anything, so we don't really have anybody to impress. But
I bet you maybe $5 Mason will watch it.
oh well, obviously. Okay, Mason, if you're listening to this, just rethink your life. Okay, you're in Arizona right now. You're listening to your brother. Your not your brother. Your Brady's like your brother. Your best friend. Your best friend's little brother and his friend with your friend on a podcast. You're listening to this for it's probably been like an hour. Okay, think about this, Mason. You've been listening to them for an hour, working on your work in Arizona.
You could have been here.
Yeah, you could have been in this podcast, or you could have been just fucking swimming in a pool. Okay, think about that. Fuck you. You're worse than my
So
brother.
aggressive when you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm buzzed. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Buddy? Why are you even on this podcast? You haven't bought any merch. You don't support our podcast. My mom's bought a T-shirt. Okay,
Your
Not a
mom bought a
sweatshirt,
t-shirt.
actually.
my mom's
Pretty
bought a
sure you bought a
T-shirt. Your
sweatshirt.
mom hasn't. No, it was a T-shirt. I can see the analytics, Brady. She lied to you.
Well, she lied to me.
I cannot.
I'm surprised you didn't look at the Teespring store and like. I think this is the time to tell you you're not my.
Wait, what? You're making.
That wasn't the time when she sold the Deep Thoughts market. And she's like, Blake, this is the time I'm going to tell you you're not my son. Like this.
We've been doing 21 years, but you're adopted, by the way. I mean, I didn't want to tell you for your whole life.
But this just crossed the line.
Yeah. after this little Deep Thoughts market mishap, I think I better tell you.
It's like once I saw your digital printed face on the ass of model online, I think that's the time to end this.
I was talking to Bobby's friends and like mom and dad having us how Bobby like it's been like I think he's 9 years above me and then like 11 above Blake. So as a kid, he was very hard to handle. So they took a while before they could have another kid. Then they had me and like, oh, this is easy, very easy kid. Then they had Blake like, yep, never again.
I was an accident. Don't
So I see
lie.
it.
Mom told me
Can't
during
even hear
Christmas.
Blake anymore.
Oh,
I can
you hear me?
I think he's going off about something about.
No, I can hear him.
I actually got disconnected.
That's probably good.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Well let me disconnect and reconnect. So edit this out. Hello.
I can hear him. I hear you.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of cutting on this on this file.
So, anyways, that I don't think that's how it happened.
Anyway, back to you being an accident.
Yes. So, I was an accident, Brady. I don't know how you know this or how you've never heard this before. So, let me just tell you the facts, okay? So,
All
your
right.
your middle name's Kelly, right?
Yeah.
So, mom always wanted a daughter named Kelly. So she thought,
No, that's not true. Okay.
Yes. So mom always thought, I want a daughter named Kelly. And then she had you, and she's like, okay, you're probably going to be my last child, so I'm going to have your middle name be Kelly. And so she wasn't planning on having on me. And then the big evidence of me being an accident was that I think at Christmas or 2 Christmases ago, she was drinking wine, and I think she got a little tipsy, and she said, "Oh, Blake, you were an accident." And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
I don't think she said that.
She did. She mentioned something like that. I mean, I kind of figured. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I mean, I've always kind of been of a waste of space, but like, I don't like that doesn't really hurt my feelings. But it was just kind of something I should share to the Deep Thoughts podcast. Thanks for buying a T-shirt, Bob. So, yeah, it's been a happy existence. Thank you.
If I was a girl, mom said my name would be Casey, but my name would be a K and a C, and that's how I'd spell my name for Kelly and Carol.
So your name would be K and then C, like the initials, like the fucking chick from the Other Siders from Cartoon Network?
I don't know. That'd be literally my first name is K and C. So I'm very happy that
I've seen the Other Siders. Her name was Casey, but it was K.C. And she was a fucking slut. So I hope you know that, Brady. You could have been a slut. Could you imagine?
But then, like, what's Casey off of? Oh, Kelly and Carol. Sounds really cool.
Oh, Casey from the Other Siders? Yeah, fuck that bitch. That's what you would have been, Brady. So you're lucky.
Oh, so I'm glad I'm not that girl.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not that slut. Yeah.
Anyway, my favorite Halo campaign was probably 3. We could probably actually wrap this up. We've been going for like an hour and 20 minutes.
You guys want to play Halo after this?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We can always. I'll be on the next one. Don't worry. Like, I'll keep joining.
He's the new host.
You're not allowed on the podcast.
Do you next want to episode, it's gonna be me and Zach doing the podcast.
Oh,
podcast. Is that what you just said?
The podcast from the West Coast.
Yeah. So let's high five, everyone.
All right, let's fucking get this shit over with. Let's play some Halo 3 campaign and let's fucking move on with our lives. All right.
I'm not gonna be able to play Halo. You know, I'm not. I'm busy.
You mean you're busy?
I'm not gonna be able to play today. I'm going over to friends. I told you this.
You were already at a friend's. You're a liar. You're lying to our audience. You're lying to mom. You're lying to everybody.
I'll snap you in 20 minutes.
How about you buy some merch and then I'll respect you, okay?
I'll buy some merch.
Anyways, we have merch, and if you go to our Instagram page, DT Podcast 11, and you go to our link in our bio, you can buy any merch you would like from teespring.com. I don't know if you'll be able to find the merch on the actual website, so please go to our link in bio on Instagram.com, DT Podcast 11. And thank you for listening to our podcast on National Siblings Day. We have my brother Brady, so let's clap and get this shit over with so I can never talk to him again. All right, let's do this.
Very happy to be here.
Yeah. great talking to you. It's been 5 years. How's it going?
It's been nice. Yeah, good.
All right, let's clap and end this stuff so we can talk about the after show. All right, Deep Thoughts Podcast.
Yeah.